Things are going well. Things are almost going too well. I don't know about you, but I'm getting nervous. Too many things are coming together that look very good for our side. Less than 2 weeks to go before this crucial, historic, nation-saving election. Take a look. Let's look around right now. You got Trump doing Joe Rogan's podcast Friday. The rally at Madison Square Garden is fully sold out. Tucker Carlson is campaigning with Trump in the closing days. Kamala Harris was dealt a big blow by a major newspaper in her home state of California. The Los Angeles Times has declined to endorse her, and they're a left-leaning paper. Even the Los Angeles Times, evidently, a paper that has endorsed the Democrat candidate for president in every previous election since 2008. I mean, it's a little bit like the New York Times. New York Times, I don't think, has ever endorsed a Republican. Ever. Ever. Which ought to give you pause when you consider the credibility of the New York Times. There's never been a Republican they thought was worthy of the Oval Office? Nope. No way. So the Los Angeles Times is not endorsing Kamala Harris or Trump for that matter, but they're declining to endorse. And I don't know about you, polling keeps surging for Trump. USA Today's Suffolk poll comes out showing he's ahead of Latinos by 11 percentage points. Battleground states are all leaning towards Trump. He's ahead in, I think, 6 out of the 7 in the aggregate of polls. Last night, Hugh Hewitt and I were talking in the green room, and we're both nervous. maybe for different reasons, I don't know. But I'm nervous about this. This is going too well. It's going so well, in fact, that I'm going to play an MSNBC clip for you, because you're going to want to hear this. These are 5 black women sitting down with MSNBC host Alex Wagner. Now, I haven't seen the clip yet. You know, we've been scrambling today. I'm in Columbus. We had the great event last night over at the Genoa Baptist Church, nearly 1,000 people. Bruce Hooley, the local host here, who does a terrific job, he kind of emceed the night, and Hugh and I were there, and Bernie Marino showed up, and the state auditor, and Dave Yost, and the Secretary of State. We had a whole litany of Ohio officials. Had a great evening. So we're scrambling a little bit as we are on the road, but we're settled in now and ready to go. But I haven't seen the clip. Christian assures me my audience will want to experience this magic, the wonderment, the joy of 5 black women from Philadelphia, where we're headed after today's show for tomorrow night's Battleground Tour at the Fuge, sitting down with Alex Wagner from MSNBC.
What are your feelings, and let me start with the women here, about Kamala Harris?
She's a woman of color. I'm not putting her down because of that, and I'm not putting her down because she's a woman. I'm not a feminist, so I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, I don't think that she has the personality. I don't think that she has what it takes to go up against Putin and go up against these other presidents that are built for this. I don't want to be scared because my president is scared. I want my president to feel secure and manly and about it.
We brought up gender, right? Like, do you think it matters that she's a woman and people aren't comfortable having a woman in a top leadership role?
No, I don't think that, because most men, they love their mothers. They love their wives. So as a woman, most men, they respect the woman. But she just don't have the qualification or the education to really run America, because she don't have the experience. She don't understand our struggles. And for me to believe you for another 4 years, you're crazy.
Right.
Like, you're crazy. You're saying the same thing that you said 4 years ago.
So the fact that she's the vice president
That's
to
just
you
the
is
bottom line.
You're like, you've been here, you've had a chance.
Yes.
Well, for me, the very first time I ever heard the name Kamala Harris, it was in association to locking up parents for truancy. That was the first time I ever heard of her name. And I really didn't understand how this person claims to be a black woman, but yet she's locking up black women and black men and separating families.
This is the thing that is, Trump talks about this a lot. He says, you know, Kamala Harris became black when it was convenient.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me about, do you agree with him on that? Do you feel like she's wearing her blackness?
Absolutely. She's sworn into when she sworn to the Senate, it was as the first Indian American.
Thank you.
Which is, it's fine. We don't care.
We all know she's not black. Let's understand that. We are all clear of that. But my point of view, and like I told you earlier, she's already been there. She's in office right now.
Now, my video producer, Christian Russell, said we're going to play a bit of video that you won't be allowed to say, Mike. But the women can say it, and they did. And I thought Alex Wagner from MSNBC was going to collapse. I thought she looked like Liz Cheney stuck on stage with Kamala this week. She looked constipated. She could not believe the answers she was getting for a group of Philadelphia women. But here is a video clip of a Kamala Harris supporter furious at her neighbor daring to put a Trump yard sign in the front yard.
Hi. I want to know how you can vote.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Shameful.
Are you the one that walks by here and always screaming at people?
No, I haven't walked by recently.
Okay, because a lot of people walk by and scream.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You are voting for the devil. Don't you know that?
No,
Why are you voting for him?
because I believe he is the moral candidate.
Oh, my God. You for that one.
That's
Moral?
exactly right. That's how your side acts.
Oh, my God.
That's
He's
how
the
you
most
guys-
immoral person around.
In your opinion, that's
Oh,
okay. I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
A little old lady, and you ought to see her. You ought to see what she looks like. She looks like the school marm. Little short cropped gray hair, glasses, going to a neighbor's front porch, ringing the doorbell, and spewing profanities, F you, you're voting for the devil. Now, who wants somebody like that on your front porch? And here's the thing. Ordinarily, I would dismiss that as just some crackpot neighbor somewhere. I think this is fairly prevalent. Look at what they're throwing right now at Trump. That goofy John Kelly going around claiming that Trump praised Hitler. Mark Halperin is saying a story is being shopped around that will end Trump's campaign. They're nuts. They're nuts. And that's why Trump's going to win. Would you be afraid to put a Trump yard sign in your front yard? Are you afraid, or have you done it? 800-655-MIKE.